2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hey guys, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Well, I like the look of Lexi in this one, but is the rival capable?
Pretty good shot there.
They're thinking of going for this one, guys.
And look at that. Focus solely on the green. This is a bold play. That was special. An eagle putt awaits. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 3 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Currently 1 under for the day. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
This one looks to be heading towards the green.
Taking things up a notch in this Lexi Thompson rivalry, that shot will add some fuel to the fire.
Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4, elevated tee shot.
A fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby. Wow, that drive. That had so much airtime, I didn't even know if it was coming down.
Oh, terrific approach, and a chance for birdie here at the third. And he's down there. You got a read?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Ah, that's a shame. Comes up shy.
Scott Hoke, as in choke.
He finds himself tied for 6th. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Spot the all-important top 5 coming up if you can hold this. It's on a good line. Fair effort that. Good birdie. Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. trailing by 4 strokes. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
Gee, I wish I could play like this myself.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
He's currently sitting in 3rd place.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The 6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club.
I love this hole.
A wonderful shot, well played, a chance for birdie here at the 6th. And this putt is to move into a share for the lead.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under. And that makes him tied for 1st.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Well, this one's right at the pin. That one just slides by. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Oh, that's a ripper. And that will move him to 6 under par. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose-your-own-adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flagstick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flagstick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Now leading by 1 shot. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Outstanding approach shot. This putt coming up is for birdie. Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Well, after 9, so far, so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Wow, that's bold. Time for the second shot at the 10th. Oh, that was tidy. That should ensure the up and down.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in second place. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Well, that's a handy shot. And here we are with the third shot. Currently leading by 3. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Love watching this player around the greens.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. A wonderful shot and a birdie opportunity coming up at the 12th.
Looking good so far.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Rich, the 13th hole, slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Opting for the 9-iron.
They've chosen to club down on this one.
Oh, well played. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Good putt, that. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Luke, this is a very simple hole in my mind, but for the mere mortals who are playing this game, it can be difficult because this green is not deep, but it's certainly wide, and it does tilt from right to left at a pretty good clip. Historically, it's not the easiest par 3 on this golf course, but for me, I think different.
An opportunity for a birdie here. Wonderful shot. And with that hole behind them, they currently lead just ahead of Tiger Woods. This 15th hole, a very strong par 4, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
That's a good-looking shot there. A good mid-range putt, this one, a 16-footer. Well, that's a nice line. And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead.
Whew, that is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Going with the 8-iron here. Well, good-looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. That is absolutely brilliant.
Oh, you love to see those shots land. What a play.
Leading by 9 strokes after that one.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
Not a bad line, this one. Handy effort, that one. Well, this is a little bit of a birdie blitz going on from the player. Can they make another?
Oh, no better feeling than to finish the round off with a bunch of birdies. Let's see if they can keep up for the next couple holes.
Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Ooh. Just a short putt remaining here. Currently 14 under for the round. And we head to the famous finishing hole at Riviera, the 18th, Rich. Really good par 4.
That it is. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. There's a palm tree up top near the green. That is the line of sight off this tee shot. You find the fairway, second shot is going to be back up the hill to a green that, funny enough, runs away from you. It doesn't tilt back toward you, it runs away from you. So your second shot has got to come in high and soft with plenty of spin if you want to get it close.
Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
That's frustrating. That's disappointing. Putting for par. Well, this is a week that's going to sit in the memory bank for life. A champion at the Riv. You've just won the Genesis Invitational.
Winning on such an iconic golf course will not be lost on this player. What a performance.
And Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that caliber and to win the event, what a performance.
Oh, absolutely. They silenced the giant today. They got the job done against the odds. We shouldn't ever have doubted them. There was some spectacular golf out there, and it was a pleasure to watch.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.